On a play. Barrett Hayton, the Peterborough, Ontario native, becomes a Canadian junior legend with a tying goal here in the third. Gatorade shift of the game.
Trailing 3-2 just a few moments ago. Kalen Addison finds the captain, Barrett Hayton. Hayton's wrister beats Miftahoff. This game is tied at 3.
Gatorade, rehydrate, replenish, refuel. Bueno steps over the face-off against Krugloff. Went on there with Dudas and Foot. Face-off, one back to Byram. Owen Byram. Down to Dudas. In the corner for Foot. Foot trying to poke that back. Dudas sealed the boards, now picked up. And moved ahead by Sorkin. Out to play it is Hofer. Leaves it there for Addison. Now Bueno knocked it down. And Krugloff fires it back down. Byram. Here is Valeno. Joe Valeno. Feeds that back to Byram. Addison. Up for Valeno. Gets that down the Russian zone. It's knocked down there by Mishu. Marchenko, and Byron back with it. Skirts back in front. Hofer knocks that away and puts it back to center. Foodie can fly, and he comes on Mitchell, and Mitchell quickly knocked that away from him. Voronkov puts that ahead. Knocked down by Bernard Docker. Around he goes to Foodie. Now Mitchell drops it back to Zhuravlov. Mitchell. Puts that down, put it over the glass, but from center ice, there's no penalty, and the face-off will be at center ice. 5:45 to go in the third period. It's Canada and Russia. Not at 3 in the third period of the gold medal game of the 2020 World Junior Hockey Championship. Here in Ostrava, 5:45 to go in the third period. Canada and Russia for the gold medal here. Barrett Hayton has the tying goal for Canada. And now Smith gains center ice and fires that down to the Russian zone. In comes Hayton on the forecheck. Drop back, and that shot fired wide by Cousins. Alexandrov knocked down by Hayton with a high stick. Waved off as the Russians played it. Alexandrov drops it back for Koyenkov. If the game is timed to regulation, it's 3-on-3 overtime until there's a winner. There's no shootout in the gold medal game.
No shootout.
Drops that back. Zamula, long shot. Hofer makes the stop.
And they play for
Docker has it back.
Barrett Hayton's in some shots. The Canadian bench, he got hit right in front of the penalty boxes here.
Now brought in by Hamanov. Works in on ball, shoots. Hofer makes the stop and is able to hang on.
Hayton's talking to athletic therapist Mike Bernstein.
What?
Across the ice from the Canadian bench,
Like
Hayton's going to get run into.
IIHF, yeah.
You see how tightly he grips that left arm to his body. Not really a big hit. I mean, he's finishing the check on him, and you can see Hayton right away, man. That stings for him. Staying on the bench, however.
Ganasenko has that shot to front wide. Hofer plays it around the foot. Knocked down by Dellandrea. Plays it back for ball. Now Dellandrea pulls that free for Canada, along with Foot. Dellandrea works it ahead, fires it down to the Russian zone, and they're going to call that icing as the shooting came from the other side of center ice. 4:33 to go, and the face-off back down to the Canadian zone.
Larry Broggan sees his team with a 3-1 lead. 34 seconds after Maxim Sorkin scored to make it 3-1. Connor McMichael made it 3-2, and then Barrett Hayton tied it up on the power play.
Face-off, one back by Krugloff to Zhuravlov. Back to Sorkin, a long shot, over the save. Now picked up by Lavoie. Raphael changing. LeBlanc fires. That goes high. Foot back on it, knocks it down. Off the bench comes Thomas. LeBlanc works it free. Back for Thomas. Akil Thomas to the point he goes. The puck squirted out on Bernard Docker. Now moved ahead. In comes Thomas.
Oh my God,
His first goal of this World Junior Hockey Championship.
Akil Thomas had played under 4 minutes in this game through 2 periods. He's on the ice with the injury to Barrett Hayes. The centers are moved around a little bit. It's loose.
I'm watching.
Akil Thomas jumps to it. The second-round pick of the Los Angeles Kings gets to the loose puck. Miftahoff misses the poke check. His first goal, as you mentioned, Gord, his second point of the tournament. And Akil Thomas has made it 4-3 Canada.
And now Valeri Bragan is talking to referee Lassie
Yeah.
Heikkinen.
The only thing I could think that they may be challenging or want to challenge is the entry into the zone. It seems like it's okay. Think of Tyler Steenbergen a couple of years ago in Buffalo. Doesn't have a shift forever. His first goal of the tournament turns out to win the gold medal. Can Akil Thomas have done the same thing?
Now Flienko goes back for it. What a turn of events. Canada has its first lead. Dunas down to Foudy. Liam Foudy works it free. Now Foudy in the corner with it.
Get both hits, gonna lose.
Foudy works that down. Milano won't play a ton here. Down the stretch, knocks that back in the corner. Zabola. Russians came back to tie against the Swedes in the semifinal. Won the game in overtime. Now trying for the equalizer here. Artego turns it over. Dunas out to Milano. And Podkolzin has it back. Vasily Podkolzin works in. Podkolzin, hook check by Milano. Back comes Lafreniere with Milano. Lafreniere in, shoots, that goes wide. Picked up now by Romanov. Alexander Romanov winds in. In on ball, give it ball. Separated Podkolzin from the puck. Now it's into the side of the goal. Podkolzin down roll the wide. A penalty coming to Canada. Havanov feeds it back to Denisenko. In for Havanov. Havanov, a centering pass. That missed Romanov. The puck back to center ice. Touched up by Cousins, though he didn't get it. Denisenko in for Havanov. Havanov winds in. Morozov had to poked away by Ball. And with 2:41 to go in the third period, ball is called for hooking, and Russia will go to the power play.
Oh man, this third period has been unbelievable. Here is the penalty on Kevin Ballas, but Colton finds a little bit of room to go to the front of the net. The Akil Thomas goal. Dramatic goal as he beats Miftahoff. The Canadian bench will explode as they've taken a 4-3 lead in the hallway below the rink. That's the legend, Vladislav Tretiak, watching a TV feed, shaking his head.
Timeout called. Igor Larionov on the Russian bench, along with Dragan, talking to the Russian team. Russia 1 for 5 on the power play with 10 shots.
Canada with 3 straight goals in the third period, trailing 3-1. Now that penalty-killing group that did such an amazing job in the first period when they took 4 penalties will have a beyond important kill now. Russia has the goaltender out. It's a 6-on-4. I don't love this board off the face-off. I'd prefer to wait till I had possession to take the goaltender out of the net. You lose the draw, the defensive team shoots.
Yeah, it's like 1 minute left, then maybe empty out there. It's a power play, so they want the best chance.
Draw one back to Denisenko to Romanov. Across to Zamola. Romanov fires home for the save, and there's no rebound. Oh boy. mom and dad.
I hope somehow they're enjoying this through their nerves. This is the Romanov point shot through a screen.
Ooh, shot.
A bit of an exhale.
For Elaine and Steven.
Although 8 seconds just ran off the
Nie
clock.
możemy jechać, bo się nie
A long way
robi.
to go yet.
Now Landria wins it back to Bernard Docker. Docker fires it down and misses. Back to pick it up is Zamula. In for Havanov. Being watched there by Foodie. Havanov gains center ice, winds it in, fires. Hooper knocks it down. He shoots at the empty net. It goes off the Russian player. And the faceoff will be outside. Was he going for the empty net goal?
Well, he's trying, perhaps, but trying to clear it as well. But what a gutsy play by Joel Hofer to clear the puck from that position.
Abby Boone's asking Brogdon to put the goalie back in the net. The faceoff's going to be outside the Canadian line. And they're going to keep the 6 skaters on the ice here. Some confusion on the Russian bench there. 2:11 to go. In the third period, another face-off win for Canada. Dudas with it. Aiden Dudas backhands it towards the empty net. Zamula goes back for it. 2 minutes to go in the third period. In comes Buck Colson across the line. Drop that back, wrapped around. Owen Byron slots it off the boards, but not out. Morozov knocks it down for Romanov. Dudas up. Aiden Dudas. So was that off the camera? And that's going to be a penalty to Canada for delay of game. It hit the camera above the glass. Now that is going to check on this now.
There would be ground rules, if you will, discussed about this. Is the camera in play or is it out of play?
Camera is
It's out of play. I mean, looking at that angle, that puck is out of play now. The referees don't have that look.
right.
They won't have a secondary look here. The linesman immediately called a 2-minute penalty.
Doesn't look like it's going to be a penalty against Canada.
The Russians are infuriated. This is not going to be a penalty. That camera is our TSN center ice camera. That is behind the glass. It's placed behind the glass for that purpose. Oh boy.
We're on call for the face-off. Stam will draw. Bernard Docker gets to it. Now Denisenko. Inside a minute to go in the Russian power play. Havanov feeds that back for Romanov. Across to Zamula. Feeds it back across. Havanov a shot. He cued that wide. Denisenko on it. Grigori Denisenko.
That's going to be a penalty here.
And Russia was on the same call on Glenn earlier for knocking the defender's stick out of his hands. That's going to do it for the Russian power play. With 44 seconds remaining.
Damiana będziemy musieli, jak nas przegrała, to Damiana will have to bring him for emergency.
Okay, emergency room.
Called it on in the first period. Called it in the third period. Dorofian lifts the stick out of Foodie's hands. So we've got 4 on 4 to close the game, well, to close most of the game out. If Canada can get control of the puck, Russia can't pull the goaltender. If you can keep the puck rolling around down in this end of the ice, you'll keep the goalie in the net.
Always think, though, that 4 on 4 is a disadvantage for the defending team. A little more room for the attackers.
You win the draw, you've got the puck, however.
Leno lost the draw to Havanov, but now gets it back. And
4 on 4.
runs it back in the corner.
For 35 seconds.
And Leno feeds that
And after
That's a good 20 seconds for Joe Valeno right there. Outstanding work.
Bernard Stalker knocked that down to the Russian zone.
Russia way too
Now
well.
on board, Denisenko. In across the Canadian line, Denisenko. Heels back, inside a minute to go. Nickahawk to the bench. Looks for the extra skater on the ice. In comes Romanov. Head back in the corner, Romanov. Denisenko. Rozov. Denisenko winds and shoots a stick broke. Picked up by Footy. Pulls it back to center.
40 seconds.
Canada on the power play. Denisenko slams his stick to the ice in frustration.
Okay.
And he's going to get a penalty here, I believe. Denisenko's
Ganamos
got
los 3 goals.
37 seconds left in the third period. 5-on-3 Canada.
The goal for who? For me?
For the rest
No,
of the third
no, I don't
period.
need it. Canada won.
He's unglued in the penalty box.
Oh, and so he played the puck there. That's the penalty on Denisenko. As Footy was breaking out, he tried to poke the puck away.
Power play Canada.
Canada, with a 3-goal third period, should be able to milk this away. Win the puck. You don't have to shoot it. Don't shoot it. Hold on to it.
Canada world champion.
Back out there for Canada.
That's the door of the Alberta.
Back for Lafreniere. Canada playing keep away now. Lafreniere in the corner for Cousins.
Takie chłopaki do extra, nie mogą mieć więcej jak
20
extra.
seconds to go in the third period. Lafreniere.
Już 17 mają, no ale
Byram.
jak Damian to już nie mogli.
Looks down to Cousins. 10 seconds to go in the third
6
period.
seconds.
Feeds it
6,
to Cousins.
5,
Cousins
4,
shoots.
3, 2, 1. You okay? You okay? Hardy? Hardy's okay? Yeah, that's it.
Oh my god. That was one of the most intense games I've ever seen in my life. Oh my god. That was the toughest game I've ever had to watch. Holy crap. Oh my god.
What an amazing comeback for Canada. Down 3-1 in the third. The Connor McMichael goal, 34 seconds after trailing by 2. Spurs the comeback. McMichael, Barrett Hayton with an inspirational goal on the power play to tie. And Akil Thomas, much like Tyler Steenberg a couple of years ago, rarely used, comes up enormous with the gold medal winning goal. And Canada wins gold.
And on the list of Canadian junior legends, add the name of the captain, Barrett Hayton, who tied the game in the third. He's with Tessa Bonhomme.
Barrett, be honest, were you at 100% in this one or what?
Not quite, but I wouldn't miss this for the world. I wouldn't miss this for the world.
All of Canada thanks you for that walk. Me, what went through your mind the second you saw that puck go in the net that you shot?
Nothing, I was just taking it all in. The fans here have been unbelievable. It makes me proud to be Canadians, you know these guys over here.
What makes this team so special?
Never been with a group of guys come together this quick. We're from all over, but the chemistry in this group is unbelievable.
Look, Coach Dale Hunter has coached some amazing teams. He knows what it takes to win. What makes him such a special coach?
His details. He's dialed in with everything. Like we see defense wins these tournaments. We need special teams. I think he dialed in all the details, and obviously it showed well.
How's the shoulder feeling?
Like $1 million.
Thank you so much. Go enjoy your teammate.
Yeah, thank you.
What a performance by the captain, Barrett Hayton. As you mentioned, an unlikely hero in Akil Thomas. 20-year-old, turned 20 earlier this week. He's with Tessa.
Akil, we're on to you, man. You waited for this last game to score your first goal of the tournament. Walk us through it all.
Yeah, I was in the third period. I was, being patient, hoping my time would come. our D made a nice pass and I saw a loose puck and I just kind of reacted and I scored.
I talked to you earlier in the week about roles and how important they were with this team. You blocked a major shot in the first period on the penalty kill. How great does it feel to finally be able to celebrate all of this with this group of guys?
Doesn't feel real. Obviously, we've been together for a month now, and I look at these guys and I've been with them for years, and it's been such a fun month. And I just wanted to do as much as I could to help the boys. And as I said, I was just being patient, and my time came.
How much does a goaltender like Hofer instill confidence in a team?
Oh, it's unreal. You know, we trust in him, and he obviously did amazing. And obviously, we wouldn't have won without him.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Canada's first European gold medal since 2008. Also here in the Czech Republic. Canada won in this building back in 1994. Also a dramatic gold medal win in the old round-robin format. There's the Hofer family. What a night in Ostrava. The 2020 IIHF World Junior Hockey Championship is brought to you by the Chevrolet Good Deeds Cup. Stick tapping for the upcoming Players of the Game.
The player of Team Russia is player number 24, Nikita Alexandrov.
Heartbreak for the Russians, who take silver here again. The gold medal team record is now 4-9 since the playoff format was brought in 1996.
The best player of Team Canada is player number 27, Bridge.
You saw him this morning, Ray. You said, can't see him play.
I said, I can't see it. He was downcast. It was pretty clear he was favoring his shoulder. I just didn't think there was any way he was going to be able to play.
Of the gold medal game will now.
What I found impressive, Gordon, was how he warmed to the game, how he started to trust that he was okay, and he became more and more involved in the game, and eventually it paid off with that third period power play goal.
And now Renee Fazell will present the medals to the officials for this game, who had their moments here tonight. Lassie Hackett and Christian Bigman, Finland referees, Simon Sinek from Slovakia, Ludwig Lundgren from Sweden, the linesman. Well, maybe Canada owed the Russians one after Buffalo in 2011. An unlikely comeback in the third period, spurred by a captain with a bum shoulder and a player who had barely played, who scored his first in the tournament to win it.
They always tell you, be patient, be ready for when your window opens, when your chance comes. Akil Thomas barely played 4 minutes in the first 2 periods. All of a sudden the chance is there and he doesn't miss.
So now time for the presentation of the silver medals to Russia, and the great Vladislav Tretiak will join
The 2020
Renee Fazell
World Junior
to present the
Championship
silver
goes
to the Russians.
Team Russia.
This is just a heartbreaking loss for these guys. A 3-1 lead in the third period. You saw their emotions sitting on the bench. Just a fantastic game. I loved the game once the penalties worked their way through and it became more 5-on-5. So close, these two teams. So close.
Saquon Colson, downcast, receives his silver medal. Won a bronze last year. Russia has 1 gold now in the last 17 World Juniors. And heartbreak for Valery Bragin again, the head coach of this Russian team. It's a one-game shot. It's not a best-of-7 series. So many things can happen to decide it. Igor Larionov and Nikolai Habibulin added to the Russian staff prior to the tournament.
get this close, and if you're not wearing the right medal at the end, it doesn't feel like you've accomplished much.
Russia led the game for 38 minutes. It was tied for 18. Canada led for the last 3:58. So now the presentation of the second place award will go to the Russians. And then look at the gold medals to Canada. For the 18th time. The first gold medal came back in 1982. The tournament played primarily in Minnesota. Rochester, Minnesota was the site of the last game. Where the Canadians famously stood on the blue line and sang the anthem because they didn't have a recording of it. Well, they got one here, and we'll hear the Canadians loud and clear in a few moments.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the captain of the team Russia, Grigory Denisenko, to accept the second place award.
You know, the bronze medal winning Swedes were happier a few hours ago. What a bitter pill for Russia to swallow.
Ladies and gentlemen, the gold medals will be presented by Frank Gonzalez. Will be joined by Michael Brind'Amour, chairman of the Board of Hockey Canada.
Michael Brind'Amour, the board chair for Hockey Canada, Frank Gonzalez will now present the gold medals to Team Canada.
World champion and winner of the gold medal of the 2020 IIHF World Junior Championship is
Here they
Team
come.
Canada!
Joel Hofer from Winnipeg, Manitoba. Nico Dawes from Burlington, Ontario. Olivier Rodrigue from Chicoutimi, Quebec. Dawson Mercer from Peter Roberts, Newfoundland. Jamie Drysdale from Toronto, Ontario.
World champions.
Dylan Cousins from Whitehorse, Yukon.
Kevin Edison. Colin Byron.
Raphael Lavoie from Chambly, Quebec. Kayla Addison from Brandon, Manitoba. Bowen Byron from Cranbrook, BC. Nolan Foote from Kelowna, British Columbia. Liam Foote from Scarborough, Ontario. Quentin Byfield from Newmarket, Ontario. Jared McIsaac from Truro, Nova Scotia. Connor McMichael from Ajax, Ontario. Joe Valeno from Montreal, Quebec. Jacob Bernard Docker from Canmore, Alberta. Hayden Dudas from Parry Sound, Ontario. Akil Thomas from Toronto, Ontario. Kevin Ball, Mississauga, Ontario. Ty Delandria, Fort Perry, Ontario. Ty Smith from Lloydminster, Alberta. Barrett Hayton from Peterborough, Ontario. General Manager Mark Hunter from Petrolia, Ontario. His brother Dale Hunter from Petrolia. And Dr. Ed Verduzco from Orillia, Ontario. The assistant coaches, Mitch Love from Quesnel, BC. Andre Tournay from Nicolet, Quebec. Alan Letang from Renfrew, Ontario. Jason LaBarbera, the goaltending coach from Burnaby, BC. Tyler Dietrich, the video coach from West Vancouver, BC. The equipment managers, Brian St. Louis from Hull, Quebec. Chris Madden from London, Ontario. Athletic therapist Mike Bernstein from Hamilton, Ontario. Kyle Sutton from New Glasgow, Nova Scotia. And the mental performance consultant, Ryan Hamilton from Plaster Rock, New
For
Brunswick.
the national anthem of the world champion, Team Canada.
Canadian fans made this sound like home for Team Canada. Lafreniere wrapped in the flag. This will be quite a celebration tonight in Ostrava. And there's one more piece of business. The presentation of the World Junior Championship Trophy for the 18th time to Team Canada.
Sure wasn't easy. Thumped 6-0 in the preliminary round. They won 5 straight games and a 3-goal comeback in the third period.
Presented by René Faso. Please welcome as well the captain of Team Canada, Bert Hayden, to receive the IIHF World Junior Championship Trophy.
Heading to next year's tournament in Edmonton and Red Deer as the defending World Junior Champions. Twice the champions in this rink in 94 and now in 2020. His third gold medal in the last 6 years.
Ladies and gentlemen, may we ask for everybody's attention for the closing of the championship by IIHF Chairman Frederick Gonzalez.
Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I would like to thank the hosting nation, Czech Republic Ice Hockey Federation, and the organizing committee, especially the volunteers of this championship. Without them, this would not be possible. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the International Ice Hockey Federation and its president, Mr. René Faso, I hereby declare the 2020 World Junior Championship closed. See you in Edmonton and Red Deer, Alberta, Canada.
And Jeff O'Neill as Captain Barrett Hayton in Canada celebrate their third gold medal at the World Juniors in 6 years. There is a reason Canada-Russia is hockey's most historic rivalry, because of what you just saw. Just another absolute classic hockey game with ridiculous twists and turns that lead to Team Canada's victory.
2011 in reverse, if you want to go that way.
3-0 lead for Canada in Buffalo. They ended up losing 5-3. The Russians holding a 3-1 lead in the third period of this game. And Canada coming back to win it 4-3. Not quite the same, but somewhat similar.
The storylines in this one are just remarkable. For Canada to lose the way they lost 6-0 and to come back and get Russia in the gold medal game and get another chance, which you often don't have in the World Juniors. And to win it this way, to come from 3-1 back.
I just think of character all around, James. For Canadian hockey players, you don't go to physicality or running people through the boards. You think of character, grit, and determination, and you saw that all through this tournament. Starting with Lafreniere, you can go to Hofer, the goaltender that came in and mop-up duty in that 6-0 drubbing. And then you go to Barrett Hayton, who came back a day after that shoulder injury, and to perform the way he performed, and it was a gradual build for him. He started off kind of gingerly in the first, scores an unbelievable goal for Canada. Just the character, the comebacks, the dedication to the country and winning this gold medal. What a performance.
And it's not just the injury. If you go back to that Russia game, and when Hayton didn't take off his helmet and said afterwards he forgot, he was caught up in the loss, and the Russians were upset about it. And the backlash in Canada was...
There was people that wanted him sent home on a plane. They wanted the C stripped off his jersey.
Which is an overreaction, and the question is leadership. Is there better leadership than playing with that injury, scoring a key goal, and lifting the trophy at the end?
Well, from the get-go, he was playing very well in the tournament. He made a mistake in the Russian game. He apologized for it. He did his talking on the ice after that in terms of a real positive impact, in terms of being a power play goal scorer, in terms of being, along with Alexei Lafreniere, the best all-around players on Team Canada. And then he suffers a grade 1 shoulder separation. Now, that is the mildest level of shoulder separation, but understand this. For him to be able to play in this game today, he played through an incredible amount of pain. And not only did he play through pain, but he was back on that power play. And when you start looking at the comeback that was initially keyed by Connor McMichael, who had goals in, 4 straight games for Team Canada, he was a catalyst to get the comeback going. And then for Hayton to get that power play goal with the shot, with the bad shoulder, and then for Canada to come back even further, and obviously the Akil Thomas heroics late, and then good fortune, good luck if you want to call it that, in terms of Aiden Dudas' shot over the glass that hit the clock. I don't know what the rules are as far as that goes, but whatever it was, it bounced Canada's way, because it just as easily could have been a delay of game penalty that would have put the Canadians down 2, and then the Russians melted down after that with their own set of bad penalties.
I want to tell you, we have a full post-game show. We're going to stay with you until 4:30 Eastern time. By the way, Canada, TSN placed that camera behind the glass on purpose, so it would not be involved in a puck over glass penalty. So we'll try to get the referee's interpretation. They obviously had a reason why it was not a penalty, as you watch Canada celebrate. The 3 goalies there as well. Olivier Rodrigue comes over. You see all the smiles. Doesn't get to play a second in this tournament, but just happy to be a part of Team Canada. And Nico Dawes, it wasn't his fault. He had a bad game against Russia, but the entire team did. Hofer comes in and has one of the best goaltending performances in a long time. 9 times Canada has won gold in Europe. 9 times Canada's goalie has been named the best goaltender.
I said if they're going to have a chance today, he had to be the best player on the ice. If he wasn't the second best, maybe to this character here, Barrett Hayton, he was unbelievable just to come in and have that presence. Talking with Jamie McLennan, just the poise, the rebound control. He's quiet in the net. He doesn't chase pucks. Just an unbelievable performance. Some of the key saves he made in the game today. Rebound control on that one goal. It might have been on him, but after that he responded so well and performed extremely well to get the gold medal.
Some of the legends of Canadian World Juniors Eberle's talked about all the time. This Barrett Hayton story arc is going to be right up there.
Not much question about that. Barrett Hayton scores the tying goal on a separated shoulder that people weren't sure whether he was going to be able to play or not. He was able to do it, and then everything after that, it was chaos out there with Akil Thomas. 4th line center Akil Thomas, something of a limited role, but gets sprung loose and manages to corral that puck and somehow elevate it on a backhand.
behind Miftakhov is for the game-winning goal.
Say something.
Barrett Hayton, James, it would have been so easy for his NHL team, the Arizona Coyotes, to get involved, his agent to get involved, and just say, who knows what kind of further damage you can do to your shoulder if you're going out there to play. He didn't. He went out there and he played extremely well and got a massive goal for Canada.
And just quickly, something about the Russians. I thought they were perhaps the most dangerous team in the tournament, most of the tournament, even though they lost a couple of games in group play. A terrific game from the Russians today. They had a little meltdown at the end after they didn't get that penalty call, and a couple of mistakes really cost them a chance to come back. But a brilliant effort by the Russians falls short, and Canada wins its third gold in 6 years in dramatic fashion. We have lots more to come. Analysis from the boys, more interviews. From the 2020 World Junior Gold Medal game, Canada comes back to beat Russia.
The 2020 IIHF World Junior Hockey Championship is brought to you by Esso. The Esso brand has fueled Canada's love of hockey for over 80 years. By Nike, official gear of Canada's national hockey teams. By TELUS,